In today's video, I'm going to show you how to properly store your snowblower during the summer months. It needs very few stuff. That's what we have here laid out. I use this every time I add gas to any one of my machines. I add this to the fuel to keep it stable. No water contamination, anything that build up. You're going to need regular motor oil. I always use this stuff. All you need is one drop. I'm going to show you what you can do with that. You're going to need a spark plug socket, which would be a 1316. As you can see there, you're going to need an extension, 6-inch extension, ratchet. You're going to need either a siphon, a regular hose, or a pump like this to take the gas out of the gas tank of the snowblower. And you're going to need something to put it in, okay? You're going to need something to clean the body. When you store it, you want to have it clean so you don't have no salt eating and rusting up the body of the snowblower. I always use Super Clean. Never had an issue with it. Stuff works great. I use it for many different things. This stuff I highly recommend, okay? So, like I said, this is all you're going to need, and I'll show you what to do with it. First thing you want to do is drain your gas tank. Whatever is in here, if you've been sitting for a while, you could discard of it properly, or just throw it in your car, no issues. Today I'm going to be using this pump. You could just use the hose, stick it in the gas tank, suck on it, and then pour it in your container. Or have yourself a contraption like this, pump it out, and it does the same deal, okay? I picked this one up at Harbor Freight. Forgot what it was, many years ago, maybe 20 bucks if that. You're gonna go with the out, goes into your gas tank like so. In, goes in here like so, to the bottom, and you're just gonna pump it away. Don't worry, whatever is in the very bottom, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get all that out as well. That's the most of it is out. Take your hoses out. Put your cap back on, like so. After you have it drained out as much as you can, you're gonna pull it, start it up. You're gonna keep doing it until it doesn't start anymore. There's always gonna be gas inside the little bowl, the float. It's gonna have some gas in there in the carburetor. So we're gonna get all that out. That's what you're gonna get. Right now there's a little bit more gas in there. We're gonna keep cranking it until it doesn't start anymore. That means all the gas is outside the tank and the carburetor and the lines, okay? So I'm gonna crank it a couple more times. If it doesn't start, we're good to go. If you just had it running, be careful because this is gonna be hot. There's your muffler here. This is your spark plug wire. You're gonna grab it, pull it out like so. If you look down in there, that's where your spark plug is. Like I said, it's a 1316. You get in there. Shouldn't be super tight on there. Okay. Take out the spark plug. Like I said, it's going to be hot. If you want, give it time to cool off. Like so. Like I said, this was just replaced in the beginning of the season, so it ain't that bad, okay? You're gonna get yourself, I would say this is a 1/2-inch diameter hose. Same one I use to siphon the gas, and you're gonna put it into where the spark plug came out. Like so. Doesn't have to be tight or anything like that. Just has to reach inside the hose, just like that. Then you're gonna add 2 to 3 drops of your oil. Like I said, it could be Marble oil, it could be regular, what is it, 10W30, 5W30 oil. All you want is like 2 to 3 drops, like so. You're gonna let it work its way down into the spark plug. The reason you add oil is to coat the piston walls and the top of the piston, because when you store it for long term, you don't want anything to build up on there. And when you start it up next season, 1 pull, 2 pulls, and you're gonna have a nice firing motor. After you add the oil, the few drops into the cylinder, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna pull the cord, I would say 2 or 3 times, nice and slow. What that's doing is making the piston go up and down and dispersing the oil around on the wall and coating the wall and the top of the piston. Nothing crazy. Like that. Like so. Now you're gonna come back in. You take your spark plug. And always start it by finger first, so you're not cross-threading anything. I'm gonna go like so until it gets tight. And you're gonna put a little pressure on it, tighten it up all the way, like so. And now you're gonna pull it again 2 or 3 times. So you're gonna build up a nice seal inside of there. You're gonna feel it get tighter. Once it gets tight, like so, that's it. You're gonna take your spark plug wire, put it back on top of the spark plug, push it till it makes a click, like so, it is in. That part is done. You're gonna take your super clean, and you're gonna spray it on everywhere that's dirty, or that has any buildup. Like here on top, you get a lot of buildup on top. Like so. You basically gonna clean the whole body of it. Like so. Like I said, this stuff eats up any dirt like you wouldn't believe. I do this every year, and as you can see, the body's in good shape. You got one spot right there of rust. I'll show you in a future video how to fix that problem. The bottom of the motor, like so. Bottom over here, like so. You can see the fluid film that I had on there, still there, doing its job. Like so. You can see the dirt already falling off in the grease. Like so. You're gonna let it sit, maybe I would say 3 minutes, and we're gonna rinse it off with a hose.
Where are you?
Just record. Now you can just take some water, spray it down, get a rag, you're gonna rub it clean. You're gonna do this until it comes out spotless. All you're trying to do right now is get rid of all the salt that built up on top of the body. Make sure you clean very well inside here, all your moving parts, your blades. All it takes is a chip to knock the paint away, and the rust can form on there. As you can see on the very edges, we got a little rust coming on there. So thoroughly clean inside the case, outside the case. Let it sit 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll be good to go. Make sure you thoroughly rinse this out. Get inside the case in the back. You're gonna let this dry completely, and I'll show you the next step after that. We're almost done here. Also forgot to mention, you're gonna need PB Blaster or fluid film, which is phenomenal stuff. This works good, but fluid film is where it's at. You're gonna take your WD-40 PB Blaster or any storage spray that you find, and you're gonna spray all the metal inside the chute, on top of the body, the case that you just cleaned. You don't want no rust to build up. So you're gonna spray wherever you start seeing rust. Like I said, the fluid film is way better, but I just ran out. And you're gonna spray wherever you see any bare metal, okay? Concentrate inside the case, because that's where it usually goes bad, as you can see down there. Down, right down there, where you get chips and stuff like that. Just hit it with WD-40, PB Blaster, fluid film, back in there in the case. Come on top, because you got a lot of salt that sits up on top of here and then this little slit right here. Nothing crazy. You're not trying to running out of everything here. You're not trying to paint the whole body. You're just hitting it and preventing it from rusting any more than what it did. As you can see, the body is still good shape. No rust on the bottom, the axle, nothing like that. Okay. Up here, I always hit it with white lithium grease to keep everything moving freely. I hit up here. In my previous video where I show you how to tune it up, I go over exactly where you're supposed to lubricate everything. Hope that video helped you, set you up for storage for the summer months. Guaranteed, come winter, you're gonna have a smooth starting snowblower. Questions, comments, leave them below. I get back to everyone. Hope that video helped you. Take care, fellas.